What's up YouTube? I got more parts for my DRZ. I got 2 boxes here and it should be the handguards for my DRZ. So let's get into these boxes and see what's in it. Alright, so here's the first box. I'm just gonna start cutting into it. I believe this is the actual handguards itself, and then the other box is the plastic shields with the flashers in them. I would have ordered it all from Amazon, but I wanted to get the shields that had the smoke lenses, the smoke blinkers I mean. So that is why I got it from a different website. Amazon had ones that had the smoke lenses, but it was like $15 for shipping, so I just got them from eBay. Also, sorry I'm talking weird. I got my tonsils out last week, so my throat is kind of messed up, along with my broken hand. So, yeah, I'm a mess. Alright. Yeah, here are the, let's get this one. Here are the handguards, the like actual metal handguards. Okay, let's get into the other box. So, this one I got from eBay. It should just be the, like I already said, the shields that go over. Okay. A lot of paper. There we go. See, that's the plastic shields. And that's it. Okay, so yeah, so these are the Zeta XC protectors with smoked flashers. So the flasher is right there. I'm just gonna open them. They have these, like the basic ones, I guess, where they have orange flashers. So these ones were like kind of a pain in the butt to find. Like, they weren't that bad, it's just not as common as the regular flashers with the orange. Oh, that's nice. It came with a whole bullet connector kit, which is sweet. There are the screws to attach it. I wanted the smoked because I just didn't want a big orange thing right there. I mean, obviously once the LEDs light up, it'll still be bright orange, but I just think it looks so much cleaner with the black like that. And then for the handguards itself, I know these bar clamps aren't that good. Usually people, they get the triple tree mount. I was kinda in a crunch for money when I bought these because I'm putting my bike on the road, so I have to pay for insurance and stuff, and since I got my tonsils out plus the broken hand, I haven't been able to work this entire month, so I kinda haven't been like getting money is the blunt way to put it. So I kinda like just kinda cheaped out on this. Like I knew I wanted to have this on my bike before I put the bike on the road and before I started riding. I wanted to have these handguards on my bike, so it saved me 50 bucks not getting the triple tree mounts, and I'll just get those in the future. Sorry that I'm stuttering a lot. My throat hurts. Alright, so it's a few days later now. I got the handguards installed. it sucked. I didn't film any of it because I was already so stressed out and annoyed with the handguards not fitting on properly. And then trying to do it with just one hand, it just didn't work. So I didn't film it. But the issue that I had was that this is fine, but then right here, you can see the orange. That's electrical tape because these clamps didn't fit onto my bars. Like they would wiggle and move, fit like snug. I do the same thing on this side. There's tape in there. I mean, they're nice and locked on there now for the most part, but that was just so stressful because I don't know if these bars are stock. They came on my DRZ when I bought them, but I bought the DRZ used with 400 miles on it. So it was a trade-in. So I don't know if these Renthal bars are stock or not. So everyone said get the 1 1/8 inch clamps for the DRZ bars, and that's what I got, and they didn't fit. So I don't know if these bars are stock. If you guys know, comment and let me know. But other than that, everything went on well. They look good with my gold levers, I'll say that. But the flashers and everything went in well. I'll show you guys what I did for that. This is my drawer of bike parts that I've ripped off. So here are the turn signals that I took off, and what I did was I cut the connector off of the turn signal. The stock turn signal, I just cut the connector off because the hell am I gonna use these for? They're hideous. And then I wired it into the flasher built into the handguard. So like I soldered on the connector to the flasher, so it's plug and play now instead of using the bullet connectors that the flashers came with. So that definitely made it nice and easy, and then I had to go through, clean up the wiring inside, and the wiring in this bike was a mess. Like I don't know what the guy did who had it before me, but the more parts I put on this bike, the more it starts to look like he put a bunch of similar parts on it and then took them all off when he traded it in, because like the bars, they had like rings around them like he had handguards on it, and the tail, the fender right here, this lip was all kind of like scraped, like he had wheelied it and scraped it, and then he put the big fender back on is what it looks like, and sold his taillights separately. Like there's all sorts of parts on my bike that show that there were aftermarket parts on it, and the guy took them off when he traded them in. Besides that, I mean, they look pretty good and they're pretty sturdy. Like they don't move or anything. Eventually, like I said, I didn't buy the tree clamp because I was kind of in a crunch for money. Those, I might get those, I don't know, because like now that I wrapped the electrical tape around it, it's like it snugged it up pretty good. We'll see over time. If they move, then obviously I'll have to get them, but as of right now, I don't plan on needing them. So if I turn it on, you guys can see we got my tail light set up with the blinker right here, and then coming around and we got the flasher and the handguard. So both sides work just like that. So yeah, that's really it. Sorry I didn't film it, but for one, it would have been hard filming with one hand while working with one hand. Like that just wouldn't have worked out. And then second, it was just so completely stressful trying to figure that out that it just wouldn't have been good for my mental health, to say the least, trying to handle all that at once. But yeah, besides that, there are a few more parts I put on my bike that I didn't make a video about because they were like small, I guess. So what I did was, this is still a stock exhaust. I don't know when. The next mod I'm doing to my bike is a new pipe to make this thing sound better. But I painted the ugly tip black because like it was like a bronzish silver. It just threw it off in my opinion. So I just painted it black with the Rust-Oleum high heat. Same thing I painted all of my exhausts with. My YZ and my little brother's exhaust and my Ninja. Every bike I've repainted the exhaust because that's the first thing to rust on the bike and it's the easiest thing to fix. I put on these foot pegs. They were just ones from eBay. I don't know, some CNC milled ones from eBay, 40 bucks. Compared to the stock ones, they are amazing because the stock DRZ pegs are horrendous. Like, I even took out the rubber thing, which is what most people do. But like, even with that out, it's still so small. And then besides the foot pegs, I put on the Acerbis, whatever you want to call it, front fender, because it's literally the same fender everyone puts on the DRZ. It kind of does look like a bird's beak a little bit because it's just the way it's shaped, but it looks good in my opinion. And then let me turn off the bike. The final thing I did was the light bar mod. What everyone does was the 4x6 light bar, I think. Definitely looks a hell of a lot better than this thing. This just looks like it's straight out of like the 80s. Like it's hideous. So yeah, definitely changed the whole front end of my bike, putting on this fender, this headlight, and these handguards. It just made it look amazing. And that's really it. That's all that I've done to my bike as of right now. Like I said, the next mod will be a pipe and the JD jet kit for the carb and the 3x3 mod for the airbox. That'll all happen at once. They'll probably be separate videos. I plan on getting the two brothers, whatever you want to call it, exhaust for this bike. The same one that Do It With Dan has. It's a cheap exhaust. I don't have to spend that much, and from what I've seen, it's pretty good. Sounds good in Dan's videos, so that's what I'll be doing. And then if I'm gonna do that, I obviously have to rejet the carb so it doesn't run lean. So that's where the JD jet kit will come in, and then the 3x3 mod on the airbox and stuff. So hopefully we'll make a little bit more power with that. And yeah, that's basically where I stand with this bike for now. So hopefully motovlog soon. Once this thing is off. April 29th this comes off, so. But honestly, the cast isn't gonna stop me from riding. Yeah, the doctor thinks that I am not gonna fly down the street on my bike once it's registered. They don't know me. So yeah, sorry I didn't film that, but there's plenty of other videos on. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.